The next iPhone is about to be released, and if you don't know anything about it, don't panic. I'm here to help you. Today, I'm going to go through a very, very brief summary of what happened at Apple's keynote. So the first thing you want to know about the next iPhone is its name. The next iPhone is going to be called the iPhone 6s and the iPhone 6s Plus. Okay, now the size of these phones would be the same as last year, so the iPhone 6s will be the same size as the iPhone 6, coming in at 4.7 inches. Then the iPhone 6s Plus will be the same size as the iPhone 6 Plus, which will be 5.5 inches. The next phone also comes with 4 shades or finishes. So the first one we have is gold, silver, space gray, and there's a brand new color called rose gold. Remember, it's not pink, it's rose gold. Rose gold, not pink. Alright? Now, let's just take a look at the hardware on the phone before we move on to the software in the next iPhone. So on the hardware side of things, on the back we have a new kind of aluminium. It's called 7000 series aluminium, and Apple is using this because, I'm not sure, you might remember Bendgate, where people's iPhones started to bend in their pocket. Well, Apple tried to solve this by putting in 7000 series aluminium. It's much stronger and it's more durable, so it won't prevent Bendgate, but it will reduce it. Okay? On the front side of the phone, we have a new kind of glass. Apple calls it some fancy name that you don't need to know. All you need to know is that if you drop the phone, the glass will still crack, so it's not that legendary. Also, on the front of the phone we have a new Touch ID sensor. It's twice as fast. So if your previous phone could scan your fingerprint in 0.5 seconds, the next phone will be able to scan it in 0.25 seconds. And that's lightning fast. To pick up somebody's fingerprint in 0.25 seconds, that's amazing. Moving on to the back of the phone, we have a new iSight camera. It is 12 megapixel. It's capable of recording 4K resolution, which is good. It's good. Just remember that if you're buying an iPhone 6s or 6s Plus, don't buy the 16GB version because you won't have enough space for 4K video. On the screen side of things, underneath on the pixels, Apple has added something called deep trench isolation, and it basically prevents bleed in your photos. So if there's a subject, the outline of the subject will be so fine that it won't get confused with the background. It's making sense so far. So for example, if you take a picture on your phone, you'll actually notice that the foreground blends in with the background, and that's called color bleed. Now on the next iPhone, there's a very, very thin line, meaning that there's no blend between the foreground and background. It's epic technology. The next iPhone also has a 5 megapixel FaceTime camera, which is average, alright? Now, this is the selfie camera, so when you're taking a selfie, they've also added in a flash, but the flash is not on the phone. Apple has decided to use the LED screen for the flash. So what happens is when you hold it up and you take a picture, the whole screen gets 30 times brighter, so that it actually lights you up and acts as a flash. It's actually quite smart because they don't have to add in an extra sensor or an extra light. All you do is use a screen as your flash. You can also take live photos, which is something that Apple has added. So it extends your shot range by 0.5 seconds and 0.5 seconds. So it extends it and records a little video halfway before you press the shutter button and halfway after, or 0.5 seconds after you press the shutter button. So you get a little photo, and before and after that it can be extended, so you can actually watch the moment that you took the picture in. It's kind of smart, but I don't think anybody will actually use this for now. Moving on to the connectivity side of things, Apple has put in many LTE bands. In fact, the next iPhone has the most LTE bands in any smartphone across the planet. So when you're going, you know that roaming is going to be extra fast. And Wi-Fi is also twice as fast, so they've added new Wi-Fi bands. So now, that means that your phone can get better signals from further away, and it will be much faster. In fact, twice as fast. Now let's go on to the main marketing point of the next iPhone. The marketing point is something called 3D touch. So the next phone can sense 3 kinds of gestures. You get gesture 1, which is just your ordinary swipes and taps. which you've been doing on your phone for years. But now there's two new gestures that Apple has added. One is called the peek, where you light press the phone and you get a peek at whatever you want to do. Pretty smart. Then, if you want to get a pop, you do a hard press, so you will pop into whatever you were peeking at. So let's go through this again. Light press, you get a peek at what you're doing. Hard press, you get a pop. So if you're in an email and you want to get a peek, you light press. If you want the email to pop open, you hard press on it, which is quite smart. Now, Apple has been kind and opened this up to third-party apps. So if you have Instagram, you can light press or hard press on the Instagram icon and it will actually pop you straight into your feed. Or you can do this on Twitter, where you can just quickly tweet from there. You can also do this on Facebook to quickly tag people. So without actually opening the app, that's the focal point here. You don't have to open the app to do something. Then Apple has done it on their own apps. So if you go to the camera app and you hard press on the camera icon, there'll actually be a selfie option, start video recording, take panorama. So if you want to access something, you just hard press on the icon, quickly pop into the camera mode. There's no wasting time here, which is great, because sometimes you open up the camera app and you have to keep swiping until you reach the panorama mode or the photo mode. This way, you just hard press, boom, pop straight out, open into it. You can also do this on the music app, so quickly play something, just hard press on the music icon, boom, your playlist will pop up and you just play whatever you want to. Now, everything that's powering this 3D Touch is a little taptic engine. So what it does is it provides you with feedback every time you press the screen. So a light press gives you a short vibration and a hard press will give you a slightly longer vibration. Now, it's kind of similar to the feature that Samsung has in their phones, but we'll give Apple credit for it, but we know where you stole it from, Apple. Okay? Everything in this phone is powered by one chip called the brand new A9 chip. The A9 chip is so powerful, it lets you do things that you could never have imagined before with your iPhone. So before, if you remember in iOS 8, there was a Hey Siri feature. So while your phone was charging, you could say, Hey Siri, and Siri will start listening to you. In the next iPhone, with the A9 chip, it's constantly listening to you. So even if your phone is in your pocket, you can say, Hey Siri, and she'll start listening to you, which is good. But if you remember, Apple stole this from Google. You remember the OK Google feature? Yeah, Hey Siri is just a copy of that. Moving on to the software side of things, Apple has made a new app. And you know where they published it? In the Android store. So this new app in the Android store will help you switch from Apple, or to switch from Android to Apple. So if you have an Android phone and you want to switch to an iPhone, there's a new app for you. So all you have to do is download this app on your Android device and it will transfer mail, music, contacts, photos, calendars, everything across to your brand new iPhone, so you know that there's no bothers about switching phones. So if you ever wanted to switch to iPhone but you said, no, my phone has too many valuable things on it, then all you have to do is download the app, we'll quickly transfer it across, and now it's easy to switch from Android to iPhone. And that's genius, Apple. Because if you want somebody to support you, you have to make it easy for them. And Apple has done just this. Along with the next iPhone, we have 5 new leather cases, which are just the standard colors. And then we have 11, that's 10, 11 new silicone cases. And one of those colors is product red, meaning that you can buy the case and a part of that money that you spent on the case will go towards the AIDS Foundation, which is good, so you know that if you're buying a case, it's going towards a good cause. And finally, under accessories, we have 4 new charging docks, and they are made out of metal. So here's the thing, the 4 charging docks are meant to match the color of your phone. So we have gold charging docks, silver charging docks, space gray, and not pink, rose gold. So let's say you bought a gold iPhone, you buy a golden dock, and then you can charge your phone in this dock. And it's actually not too pricey for a change from Apple. Alright everybody, that's about it. I've went through everything that Apple has mentioned in their keynote, so hopefully this should help you to decide on whether you want to buy an iPhone or not. If it's still not enough, you can go to the website and check out more things. There will be a link in the description. Just remember, you can pre-order the iPhone anytime now, and it will deliver to you on the 25th of September, depending on where you live. Thank you everybody for watching. Goodbye.